Hey guys, this is Dennis from DFit Moto again. Basically, what we're going to do today is getting your bike ready for summer. I am not a Harley mechanic, nor do I sit there to claim to be the best mechanic in the world. I just do my own best practices on my bike, and I hope you get some information from this. Maybe there's something that you forgot to do or something you skipped, and just something to give you a little bit awareness of where you are and what to check on your motorcycle. So if you look right here, we have all the tools. We have the wrenches for the rear axle nut. We have the keys, obviously. We also have a tire gauge. You got to make sure you have the proper gauge depth and everything on your tires. Flashlight. Also want to make sure you got the proper tools, screwdrivers, torque wrenches, tension gauge for the belt. Want to make sure that that's proper tension. Too tight to make it snap, too loose it'll be a lot of drag, and you put some tension on the sprockets as well. So the tire depth gauge, you want to check how deep your tires are, when to change them, even though some tires actually have it on the tire themselves. So now check the kickstand, make sure the kickstand's all good, making sure the front of the bike is lined up. What I like to do is just check out the forks real quick. Now I'm going to come over to the tire and give it a little spin just to make sure I can see if the rotors are turning the right way. No bends and dents inside the tire itself. Even though I did this before, I'm just going to check it again and just spin it around a couple times to see where it is. Looks pretty good to me. What do you think? So now we got the tire depth gauge that we spoke about before. Remember, the proper settings, check your owner's manual. Okay, so we're going to come over here and we are going to get the tire gauge to know exactly what our measurement should be. What I did is I got this small one, and I got this just from Advance Auto. It's a good little gauge. It costs about $5 and tells me exactly where I need to be, and it fits right in there. I know when you get a problem with those longer stick gauges, they could be a problem. So now what you do is you check the tire to see exactly where you're supposed to be. I know some people check the book, but these are Michelin Scorchers. I got these, believe it or not, I got these a year ago, and I had them shipped to me, and they were in the garage for a while. I just recently put them on. I'll make another video on changing tires later. Now checking all the LED bulbs. Want to make sure everything's working right. Checking the blinkers, the high beam, low beam. Hard to see sometimes from this video. I have the back of the garage to check everything else. So you can see, I can see everything and making sure everything's working right. Guys, I also like to check the seat. So the backrest here, everything's tight on that. Okay, now for the options of this video, I will go over this with my wrenches and everything to make sure everything's there. Sometimes the latches on the saddlebags come off. Just want to make sure they work good. Make sure you got these tight. I have these extra tensions in the back so they don't come off. Okay, I like to check that. Check the pipes. Make sure they're not too loose. All the passenger pegs, the front pegs, the horn. There's so many different things. The shift linkage. Okay, so this is supposed to move a little bit. You just want to make sure the bolts are nice and tight. Okay, you can check your speaker system because you got to make sure your radio works. Put that on and make sure that it's booming pretty good. Not going to put that on because, different music, they like to say stuff and delete the video for that. Coming back to the other side. Now, I like to check the mirrors. Okay, you don't have to check, make sure they're exactly where they want to be. You just want to make sure they're not so loose that they're going to come off. Like I said, I like to check the air filter to make sure the air filter is clean. What I'll do is I'll change that every year. I don't really like to clean it. They're cheap enough for me. So I don't know if you can see it down here, but what I like to do is I like to also do the rear brake and make sure all the fluid's good as well. Again, I'll go over everything here. And of course, I will do a full oil change. These are all my cleaning products here. I always carry extra oil. Okay, I have oil for my truck up there as well, so you're gonna see different oils. I like to use my V-twin transmission from Redline. I really like their products for the primary and the transmission. A lot of people will run the same oil in the same holes, and I just don't like to do that. If it's meant for gears, use gear oil. For oil, I use the regular oil, and for the transmission, I use the Redline transmission oil. Okay, so what I want you to really focus on next is really getting yourself a good bunch of cleaning products for your bike, whatever that may be. I have a lot of Harley Davidsons. I have some Pig Spit that works great on the black. F11, yes, I still use it. Some people don't like it. It actually gives my bike a real good coating and shine. Windex for whatever you need it for. I use K&N dot floor brake fluid for your brakes as well. As I can talk today, be really good. I use a little bit of Rain-X on the thing, and plus all your hand wipes and everything like that. If you got anything out of this video at all, please keep a subscribe and like. I hope you like everything you've done here. I'll be doing some other videos as well. I hope you stay tuned, and we'll talk soon.